but they breed them tough up here, so.
So this is all social housing. Black Power, there was tribesmen, stormtroopers.
You know, there's a lot of gang tension, so trying to bring it into the ring.
That migration from the stormtroopers to the tribesmen, and then now you have the killer bees.
It's the hometown!
Yeah. Yo, it's your boy Dave here, and this is the TFS podcast, the Fresh Start. Hope all is well out there, God bless. Today, we are in the hub of the north here, the heart of Ngāpuhi. We're in Kaikohe, the K. So I've had a lot of requests to come up here to this town. It's a blessing to be here. Man, I love it up here. Look at that view. So yeah, it's an absolute blessing to be here today. Over when I was in Australia before I was deported, obviously. Man, I met a lot of tough boys from this town. Definitely could take care of themselves. So this town does have a reputation of, you know, breeding some tough boys. So I'm up here with the brother Jay Heppy. So he's going to be showing me around town. He's a beautiful man. He does a lot in the community for the people out here. He went through the state care system. You know, he went through all of the traumas of being taken away from his family, taken away from his land, and taken into state care. He went on to become the president of the Tribesmen Motorcycle Club. For those that don't live in New Zealand, that's quite a large motorcycle club here in New Zealand. He went on to be the president of the Rebels as well. And you know, eventually he was able to move on with his life, and now does a lot of positive things out in the community. So here's the brother Jay here, my man. Good to see you, my brother. How's it going, man?
Paiana, i tēnei te wiki o te reo. So this week is Te Reo Māori week. So I'll just introduce myself in Te Reo Māori. Kia ora koutou ki te mātakitaki au. Ko ai au, ko Jay Heppy tōku ingo, I whānau mai au kei konei, ki te hui pūro o Kaikohe. I was born here in Kaikohe. Very proud of our town. It has its so-called stigma attached to it, but there's some beautiful people in this town. Kia ora mai tātou, and we'll keep you tuned.
Awesome. So yeah, it's an absolute blessing to be here with this man right here. Man, it's exciting. You know, I heard a lot about Jay before I actually came up here, so it's good to have the brother here. And yeah, man, we're going to show you around town, and yeah, it's going to be a blessing. Much love.
I was raised in the ghetto. I'm a Kaikohe man. Education, Alizé, in spite of certificate. No chasing the dream, so it's about my time. As I shine like a dime, yelling out 4 or 5 in the ghetto.
So, I mean, what is the population of Kaikohe, brother?
Population around Kaikohe is around 5,500. In terms of tautokoro, northland, I think it's Māori represent just over 52%.
But it is quite a strong Māori presence here.
There's a lot of them here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Has the town changed a lot since you was growing up around here?
Yeah, it has. It was a thriving, you know, the town was the hub of the north. You know, it was bigger and more open and more happening than Kirikiri. There's a lot more services, a lot more farmers who come into town. People from Hokianga were all coming to town. Yeah, now it's sort of, you know, quite a few of the shops in town are empty. So the retail isn't that strong, the business isn't that strong.
Whew. So that's the beautiful Kaikohe Bakehouse there. Got my coffee, big breakfast. Highly recommend this place if you're ever in the north here. Oh, cheers, thank you. Thank you, brother. Yes, I've got another bro here from the K. Good to see you, my brother.
My bro. Sure. My name's Richard Moo, local from Kaikohe. Yeah, born and raised around here.
Awesome, man, awesome. Nah, good to see you, man. Good to have you on, brother. So, bro, can you talk a little bit about, you know, Jay's co-papa with the boxing and what he was talking about before?
There's a lot of gang tensions that happen around up here. We've got a few gangs in Kaikohe, Killer Bees, the Tribesmen, some Black Powers and Cripsters. But, you know, there's a lot of gang tension, so trying to bring it into the ring and try and sort it out try and find other alternatives, my brother.
Oh, that's awesome to hear, brother. So obviously, yeah, that's something we've talked about during this vlog and stuff, the sort of gang tensions in the town and stuff. So how does the boxing help that, brother, especially with the young fellas?
Well, the young fellas, the next generation after us, bro, they don't want to sort it out with the fists and the hands. They turn into weapons, and because the drugs are involved in that, and it ups the ante.
Yeah. So what was that latest incident, brother, that led to the gym stuff?
It's just a lot of tit for tat, really, and it sucks, bro, because it's all family orientated around here. You know, most people in Ngawha, mostly all family, bro, you know, fighting each other pretty much.
Yeah.
Try and keep away from that.
Yeah. Yep. So we're definitely trying to spread that positivity, you know, like the brother said, you know, there might be these different gangs and stuff, but it's all fun, you know,
Yeah,
it's all the northlands up here.
Yeah,
brother, yeah.
We try and save that stuff on the other side of the harbour bridge, my bro, you know, up here. You can see, you know, because at least you can shake hands and, you know, get along up here, but things get a bit out of hand sometimes.
I lay low in the cut when I simmer down. I'm the one to make Kaikohe bounce. My whole hood singing. My whole hood singing.
Well, so was this the old pub up here, was it, brother?
Yeah, the old, they call it the bottom pub. I used to do security down there. So I got heaps of fights down there. Got the Northland College down over there. That's the seniors college. Ngawha Park.
What's the local league team?
Kaikohe Lions.
The Kaikohe Lions.
Played for them for many years, coached them many years.
Oh, did ya?
Yep. No, there's
Any names coming out from up there? Coming out of that league club?
We had Neville Ramsey and Tony Timavave.
Oh, yeah.
But we had a big fight one time with the stormtroopers, Dagable Takiwera. It was all in.
Oh, true.
Yeah.
Well, the rest of the league team?
Yeah, the league team. With the Kaikohe East School.
What were some of the local gangs around here when you were growing up?
Black Power. There was some Mongol mob, but mainly up in Ohio. Tribesmen, stormtroopers. They were significant in those days. What do you like about Kaikohe?
My favourite spot to eat is McDonald's.
Oh.
We're getting it tonight too.
Do you like living on the street?
Yeah.
Awesome.
But Totoro is better.
Oh,
It's better.
Kapai.
Well, you been staying here your whole life too?
Pretty much. I lived in Auckland for the last, probably 10 years.
Oh,
Been in jail for another 10 years, and yeah, been up for 7 years now. Been good.
How you, brother? We're just doing a thing for Kaikohe. I just saw you and I told the brother, this is the original Kaikohe, brother. Goes back years, eh, Tex?
See you, brother.
Tex lived in Kaikohe for years and years, yeah.
What are some of the issues that the people are facing, do you reckon, out here in Kaikohe?
Unemployment.
Oh, so unemployment's a big one, is it?
Yep, unemployment's a big one. Housing. Housing's another big issue. Meth is a big issue.
So even out here in the far north, homelessness is a problem out here.
Yeah. Unfortunately. So this is all the bottom of town, Hongi Street.
So with the housing, they've actually built a new little estate here, which we'll show you guys around.
Yeah.
Where the brother lives as well.
Yeah. So I spent a lot of time on this street as well tonight here with my brother-in-law and my sister who have now passed on.
So how many siblings did you have, bro?
I've got nine siblings. Yep. Ali! Hey Ali! We're just doing Hood Diaries in Kaikohe. Oh, you know Dave, you follow Dave's
Good
podcast.
to see you, brother. Much love, brother. The bro's just showing me around town, bro. Yeah. How long you stayed up in town here for, brother?
Born and bred, brother.
Alright, Rangi, Poppy. Where's Mum? You fellas better get out of the rain, Poppy. You
What's
follow
going on, boys? Hey, good to see you, boys. What is up to? Oh, man. We didn't catch you at the gym at 10.
Yeah.
I said,
No,
school,
today
mate.
at 10.
Kaikohe.
Hey, my man. Yeah.
Oh, K's up.
See you, boys. Hey, good to see you, my bro.
Good to see you, bro. Good to see you.
It's one of the other boys as well. How's it around Kaikohe here, Boa?
Nah, it's nice actually. It's nice. It's home. Growing up around here, like everyone else here, they have their ups and downs, types of days.
Awesome, mate. Do you recommend other people come and live here because it's such a beautiful town?
If they like it here, yeah, hard.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, 100%.
Well, so, you know, for those that haven't seen your testimony, which I'll be uploading too, I mean, so at what age did you go into stake here?
10. I think it was 10. Me and my brother, Awairaka. We adapted to it. We adapted to the environment. And, you know, it was sort of a journey for us. Because, you know, on one hand, we really didn't want to be there, but then on the other hand, it was a nice warm flash home. You had mates there, you had food on a regular basis, you had nice warm bedding to sleep in. You know, you had all those things available, whereas at home they weren't. We lived in a shack. It was quite poverty ridden. Yeah.
Well, so growing up, you didn't have things like running water or electricity and things?
No, we used to have to get up early in the morning and light a fire every morning. And then when we did go to school, it would stink like with smoke, because the house would be smoked out every morning. And then even during the night, we'd have to go and cart water. And cart water, we had to carry buckets, and it was about 100 metres to the puna, which is the spring. And to get to the puna, you had to go past all the bulls. And so the bulls will chase you.
No way.
So you get chased with your buckets of water, and then you get home and your buckets are empty. So you have to do the gauntlet again, which is turn around and go back to the puna, even in the dark.
Fuck, that's crazy, man.
Yeah.
Wow.
So we're coming into Te Iringa, which is just a community just out of Kaikohe.
Yeah, everyone go. Yeah, run.
Good to see you. Good to meet you, Dave.
How's it guys, Davey?
Yeah, nah, good man. We've just been cruising around Kaikohe and that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kia ora. Good to see you. Oh, no, I'm just here with the boys at TNT. Good to see you, my brother. Good to see you, Tēnā my brothers. Oh, man. Oh, so how long you guys been running this thing for now?
We just had our year mark last month. So we've been in this space for about a year. I suppose we started here because of youth violence in Kaikohe. You know, and we've always been connected with Jay Heppy, and you know, the kickboxing scene. Our families have been closely related for many of years and stuff, and so when that was kicking off in Kaikohe, we sort of all reached out because those kids some of them were actually belonged to us, and we're whānau members of ours, so we wanted to get it sorted out. So this has stemmed off that, this gym. It's come from that. TNT actually stands for Te Iringa Ngāti Tautahi. Te Iringa was given the name by the founding ancestor of Ngāpuhi Rahiri when he came through here, and he hung his cloak down on a sacred tōtara tree here, and the story goes ka iri te kākahu o Rahiri ki te rā, and it was the place where he hung his cloak, and it was dried out in the tree down there. So that's where Te Iringa comes from. Ngāti Tautahi is the name of our hapu, and we descend from Rahiri down to our tupuna Tautahi, and we're the descendants of them.
Well, so you guys both born and raised here, was it? Or?
No, we were actually born in South Auckland. We're a product of colonization, I suppose, bro. You know, our parents and that were part of the big migration to the cities in the early 50s and 60s. And yeah, so I was, my family, we grew up in Otara.
From what you were saying before, brother, so obviously you grew up in South Auckland and Otara and that, and before, brother, was Jay was saying about the connection between Kaikohe and Otara.
I suppose in terms of my whakapapa, koe ko ara matahere, no Kaikohe, no te iringa, no Ngāti Tautai hoki. Yeah, we were born in South Auckland, raised there for a little while, and then in the early 80s we migrated home. But I suppose the significant part of that history is my parents were a part of the migration of the 60s, where a lot of our people were taken from the country and moved to the city and that. And when you take a big Māori family out of the country into the city, and you move them into a little small street cul-de-sac, you know, they became a natural magnet to other whānaus and stuff. And so, like young people do, they connect together. So I suppose in that time, there was the forming of a lot of young gangs in South Auckland back then in the 60s and stuff. And I suppose my family are responsible for part of that. My dad's two oldest brothers, one being a national president for the Stormtrooper, the other being a president of the Otara Stormtrooper. Well, firstly, one was a Hells Angel. And then became a stormtrooper, and then from there they migrated, that migration from the stormtroopers to the tribesmen, and then now you have the killer bees. So I suppose my family played a pivotal part in that history, or whakapapa. And like Jay said, from there come, you know, the rebels and other different factions that are in our country now.
So that's your whakapapa, bro. So like your parents and, your dad and the brothers and sisters and that, formed the troopers and the tribesmen and things like that.
Pretty much. Yep, they were presidents of the stormtroopers in their time, and then there was my grandfather had gotten out of the story that we were told. My grandfather had gotten out of jail, and well, they were part of the early world wars with the Germans and all of that. And so when he saw the swastika, he didn't like it, and so some disagreements had, and then one brother moved away and they had formed the tribesmen. From that come the tribesmen. That's been part of our family lineage, I suppose, right till now, and we still have family members in that space.
So what was it like for you growing up amongst all of that, brother?
I suppose it's like any young kid, you idolize your father, all you want to do is grow up and be like him. So when my dad passed away, that's what we wanted to do. We wanted to be tribesmen too. And we went down that track, you know, and went there. I suppose we are where we are now, you know, and we were making choices back then, which affected us and our families. And, you know, we ended up in jail and all the rest of it, and then had to make some real choices about how I'm going to keep leading my life. Am I going to keep doing that? Or am I going to make some changes that will help my children and raise them a bit better than I was? So I'm grateful for the teachings of my grandmother, because it helped introduce us, well, not introduce us, but remind us of our connection to Atua.
This young fella here's already had a couple of fights, is it?
Yeah.
How many fights you had so far?
2 so far.
Like and subscribe, guys.
Tēnei mātou o Ngāti Tautai, a tia mi kaua ke kia koe. Mana ki tia ki a koe mo ona mahi, e mahi rangatira koe, ki te whakaputa i ngā mea āhua pai ki o tātene iwi whānui. So, ma mātou o Ngāti Tautai, tū whakaputa! Ngā mihi pao.
I put the north on my back, and now I'm in the city with it. I was dogging out the north since a young youth, when I used to tuck a blade in my glove boot. This is the inside scoop to my slum roots.
Just walking back up through Kaikohe here. So man, you can really see You know, the love that the people have for Jay here, it's awesome. For you, bro, like, well, obviously, brother, you were the president of the tribesmen for a bit there, for quite a number of years. So, I mean, what would you say influenced you into the club life growing up?
Well, being a young boy, you know, you come into this town and you see all these Māoris on bikes, and straight away, you know, you want to be, it's just a wow factor. And then a lot of it was, as you grew up and you became connected to certain people, a lot of it was whānau orientated back then. It was localism, so there was a local chapter here. I think the bikes, you know, the bikes was the big part of it. And is a big part of it, and it still is for a lot of young fellas. And the fact that the club is, you know, a big majority of Māori boys, yeah, that's what drew me to it. Yeah.
So, what would you say would be the differences in the struggle, would you say, from when you were young to what you're seeing nowadays?
Back then it was a different scene. It wasn't so money orientated. There was a lot of whānau concepts attached to it. These days, it's, you know, it's changed drastically with the meth, with you know, people like the bling blings, they like the flash bikes, you know, and that's a draw. That seems to be the draw card for a lot of the young fellas these days.
All right, so we're just at the mill here. I've actually got Trish here. Trish, it's good to see you. So I actually know Trish. I was actually locked up with her brother in Melbourne. So yeah, he was one of those tough guys that I was talking about from the Cape. So are you born and raised around here, is it?
I was born in Auckland, but my mum's from up here, and we kind of moved up when we were little kids here. So pretty much raised up here. Yeah.
So when did the sort of fight scene and things sort of start for you?
Back in school, probably like 2003. Yeah, and then so my mum chucked me and my brothers into a boxing class that was happening in Ngawha with Muhammad Azawi, and yeah, we just started from then.
So how many gyms are there in Kaikohe? Because there's a lot of gyms here, isn't there?
Yeah, there's heaps, probably 8 all up.
Yeah, 8 gyms, eh? Why do you reckon there's so much gyms in Kaikohe?
I don't know, I think to keep everyone busy. Yeah.
Because I've been to some other towns here, but they ain't got 8 gyms there. Wow, fighting must be in the blood up here.
Yeah, actually, they breed them tough up here, so might as well chuck them in a gym and get them all together and try and get them fights.
Murder was on my mind, blood on my hands and knife. Someone stabbed me mentally, lucky my lord was down the road.
Like I was saying in the beginning of the vlog, even over in Australia, you know, I met a lot of boys that were originally from here. And, you know, they were tough boys, you know, good boys, mad boys.
Well, look how many gyms we have in town, 8 gyms.
Yeah, I know.
You know, so...
Like out of the towns that I've been through so far, that's the most by far. Most don't even have 1. This town's got 8.
Yeah.
Why do you reckon there's so many gyms here?
I suppose if we go right back generational, you know, we've been a warrior race. Warrior. And this is the heart of the Ngawha, so probably into generational, people just want to get out there. But now I've got a vehicle for all that now, so it doesn't happen on the streets. And that's 8 gyms.
They also call this place the land of the muskets.
Yeah.
Why do they call it that, bro?
Because our tupuna went over to England. It was the first ones to bring back muskets. I traded off the muskets, and then we went to war with England with muskets, and with our other iwi up and down the country. So we were the first tribe with the muskets. Yeah. Yeah.
So like I say, you know, a lot of history around here. So we've just pulled up to the recovery hub here. Oh, thank you, brother. Kia ora. So this is the recovery hub here that we've just pulled into.
The kaupapa here is we provide a safe environment, a safe whare for addicts in recovery to come to. Most of our tangata are males from prison. and they have nowhere else to go. They don't have any safe whānau to live with. But in this space, there's no drugs, there's no alcohol. So it gives them that stepping stone to start a new recovery.
Good to see you, my bro. Well, so how long you been here for, my bro?
I've been here for just over 3 months. I'm originally from Auckland, born and raised and stuff, Auckland Mangere. This was the only place that accepted me. I've actually come really far. To be honest, I've only been here for 3 months and I'm already a house leader. Kind of moving up the ranks really fast. Just been doing what I need to do, brother.
You say to abort them hell. Some of them in the orphanage, still they come and they hold it down. There's two kind of cold type of nigga, one speaking the other right.
Yeah, so we're just cruising through the beautiful Northlands here. We're just cruising a little bit out of Kaikohe here. We're gonna go past Moerewa and Kawakawa.
Everybody want talk the struggle, everybody want talk about prison. What you know about broken life? I was sleeping at parks and benches. I'm looking at God like give me a sign of
Motown, they call this place, Tuna Town.
Motown. Tuna Town?
Yeah. I suppose why they call it Tuna Town was when it floods, they got all the eels, eh?
Yeah, tuna is the Māori word for eel.
Yeah. Either that or there's a lot of slippery characters in this town. This is another famous street in Moerewa. Mason Ave.
Oh, well, he just mentioned that he said he grew up on the street. Creature.
Oh, yep.
So just on Mason Avenue here in Moerewa.
Yeah, a lot of people from this town over in Australia. They're doing well over there too.
Yeah, a lot have migrated, eh?
Yeah.
So even now, you know, there's a lot of people moving to Australia. So yeah, this is the middle of town here in Moerewa. So this is about 15 minutes outside of Kaikohe, so not far, not far. But yeah, this is where they had that that riot right here on the main street with the police. So that was a pretty significant event in the whole gang history, I guess, of New Zealand. That across the road, there's an old pub where a lot of fights and stuff used to happen. It's a church now. Good to see you, bro. Good to see you, brother. And this is the hub. Alright, so again, we're just in Moerewa here, and we've got the privilege for having one of the matuas here have a little bit of a kōrero with. Brother, it's good to see you, my man.
So my name is Ngawha Davis, and I work I'm the chairman of the Hiwi Kotahi Tātou Trust based in Moerewa.
Oh, awesome, man. So yeah, beautiful work that you guys are doing here in Moerewa. Brother, could you talk a little bit about the history of what you guys are doing here?
I was born and bred here, and turned 65 this year. And this was quite a thriving community going back in the 50s, 60s, end of the 70s, where they had a bit of what they called it a riot. I was in Auckland at the time, but it hit the page of the front of the newspapers, it was on the TV, and some of our fellas it was a gang thing that happened here, and the gang wasn't necessarily here, it came from out of town, but our guys got involved in it, and they sort of put these policemen in the paddy wagon, they were going to set the paddy wagon on fire. So because it got national news, you know, the community came together and said, what are we going to do? And I think they realized that things had changed, and a lot of the stuff that us, you know, the young men and women would just go into these fields weren't there anymore. So they set it up as a trust to train young people for the future.
Yeah, so we're just here in the beautiful Moerewa. We've just pulled up to a spot here. We'll go say hello to one of the OGs here in Moerewa. Good to see you, my brother. Good to have you on, my bro.
Thank you, kia ora. Ko himi taku ingo, Jimmy Busto, no Moerewa au, te puake au ki ngā pipito me Kawati.
Well, so are you originally from here, brother? Did you grow up here?
Yeah, I grew up here. I grew up here down in Mason Ave, the heart of the Moerewa. The good thing about it was growing up and learning things. Life was a bit hard for us, most of us around here.
So, you know, growing up and stuff like that, was there like a gang scene or gang culture growing up around here?
Yeah, there was a gang culture here back in the days. Stormtroopers. Had a few brothers that were in there, like my own siblings. They had 1, 2, 3 of them, older than me. They were in the riot. Yeah, everyone was into it.
So just to talk a little bit more on that, so I guess, yeah, a lot of what happened here in Moerewa, that sort of a significant event that happened here back in the days that's still sort of talked about now, was those riots that happened out here. I mean, could you talk a bit about what happened there, brother?
Well, I remember because I was only young at that time. Woke up and there was a van outside our house. Come from Auckland, the Auckland members. And all the police were outside. Didn't even know because they came in late on early that morning and dragged my brother out. Took him away. He was part of it. Yeah, I wouldn't really know, but at that time, yeah, we were just young, waking up and hearing all the stories, what happened. Life's changed now. Everyone's, yeah, it's not like how it was before. You know, it used to be a bit of a community, slowly getting back together again now, the community. Everyone else was doing their own things, but everyone's slowly getting back together again, which is good to see.
I couldn't trust all the food that they bought. They killed my brother right there on the floor. They beat me up cause I started a cause. You would not touch any pilot no more. Coming in from the trenches, waiting on life, but God gave me sentence.
Yeah. So we've just left Moerewa and we're just heading into Kawakawa now.
Yeah. You know, even though all these towns are quite close together, they all still have their own identity, their own culture.
Terrorists, they're hunting on my people. Officers, they dark and they deceitful. Counselors, they focus on my evil. They don't want to talk.
So this is Kawakawa here. So this is the beautiful Kawakawa here. Hey, up to you, brother. Wow, good to see you, my man. It's been a sec. Oh, me. So we're just here in Kawakawa. We're just heating up with one of the boys here, brother. It's good to see you, my man. How you been, man? How's things?
Good, brother. Good.
Well, so you're from the area here, is it, brother?
Yeah, brother. Yeah.
So what is a bit about the history here in Kawakawa, my man?
Just everything except for the toilets, bro. Trains. Your gang members, everything.
Oh, shoot that, bro. Oh, so what was it like for you growing up here in the Northlands, brother?
It was alright. Wasn't that hard, really. Just rounds on the street, everything.
Oh, true. Also, I guess a bit rough around here, is it?
Yeah, back when I was growing up, yeah, it was pretty rough. With the Crips. This whole town used to be black power. Yeah, it's a bit of a fruit salad at the moment, but just not as gang active these days. Everybody's all like growing up, bro. Yeah, I was right in the middle of it all, eh? Yeah. Right on the gangs, on the dealings, everything. Yeah.
What are you doing with yourself nowadays, brother?
I'm with the Lord now.
Oh, amen, amen. Praise the Lord.
Now, brother.
Yeah, kia ora, brother. Praise the Lord. All right, my bro. Hey. Hallelujah, my brother. Look at that, eh? Oh, so how did that sort of transition happen for you, brother?
Just at a real low spot, really. I met the Lord when I was in prison, brother. Yeah, he sort of like opened my eyes and that. And then just seen everybody around here, you know, the Moerewa, Kaikohe, just seen how pretty fucked up things are, really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are some of the issues that the people are facing here in the Northlands, bro?
Yeah, just everything, eh? Meth, fuck. That's just the main one, really. Yeah.
Yeah, it's unfortunate, eh? But that's what I've found in my travels around New Zealand, eh? It's the meth. You know, it's the meth that's bringing in a lot of the troubles, and it's the source of a lot of issues, you know. So we're just chilling with the boys here in Kawakawa. One of the other boys that just rocked up as well. Good to see you, my brother.
Oh yeah, kia ora, my name's Jay Thompson. Yeah, local from around here, Kawakawa.
How long have you boys known each other for?
Since we're little.
Was it growing up here? Was this a pretty active area, was it?
yeah, bro. So yeah, one of the hoods around here anyway. Oh yeah, I walk with the Lord now. Yeah, been for about a month. Only just the beginning, just started.
Oh, praise the Lord, another one here. Oh, so what sort of led to that, bro?
Oh, that was just sick of, like, you know, I thought I had everything sorted out on my own, eh? Like getting sober, training and that, looking after my mental health and physical health, but there was still, but missing that I needed. So, you know, basically probably just spiritual side of things, eh? I never really done that with my life before.
See, I used to run to every substance, hoping it'll ease my pain away. Just to welcome the sunrise in the morning, to welcome that pain again. Devilish thoughts of my devilish ways.
I was at the market there.
Yeah.
Ah, nice. Jay's had me on the carnivore diet since I've been here. So I feel myself growing. So yeah, this is just the middle of Kaikohe here, just chilling, waiting for our kai.
Tones, you got anything to say about Kaikohe?
Oh, do I know anything about Kaikohe? Yeah, it's a great place to be, mate.
Oh, thank you. Awesome. Look at that.
Yeah.
What's that, bro?
It's a mussel fritter.
That's a mussel fritter. Come to Kaikohe and get your mussel fritter.
You use that for a sandwich.
Let's have a little taste first. Look at that, fams. For my first mussel fritter I've ever had.
Oh, dude. Eat seafood?
Oh, yeah. Yum. Oh, it's beauty. Tastes like the north. So this here is the new development that they've built here.
Te Kaikohe.
Beautiful homes though.
60 dwellings, 1 bedrooms, 2 bedroom, 3 bedroom homes. Brand new homes. And they're for whānau. Got a playground for tamariki.
How many people are on the waiting list for homes out here in Kaikohe?
Hundreds. And have been for several years. Yeah. So this is all social housing.
So how did this development come about, brother?
It was for former CEO of Te Hauronga Ngawha and the current CEO. 8 years in the planning. We partnered up with the whānau District Council to fast track the process. They're warm, dry homes for whānau, and the huge problem not only with
Taitokorewa, throughout New Zealand is housing our whānau. There's a lot of sick whānau, sick families due to homes that are cold, wet, leaks, haven't got the right services connected to them. So we're Puhutakawa right here.
Oh,
look at this beautiful house.
Wow, what a blessing.
Finished the maze.
So how has it been, you know, with this new housing estate that they've got here?
Oh, well, from where I've come from, this is probably a dream for many people living here in Kaikohe. You know, I was in a real rundown property. I had really no choice but to live in it. It was a home for me and my tamariki, and then just not long ago, about a month ago, I was given this. So this has been home for us, and yeah, like I said, it's pretty much a dream for many whānau here.
Yeah. Oh man, what a blessing. Also, housing is a bit of like before this came about, was housing a bit of a problem here in the...
Huge problem here in Kaikohe. Yep, there's and you know, the list is still long. You know, we're just fortunate to have all these whānau in there, but the list is still longer for our whānau in tamariki.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Well, can you talk a little bit more about the conditions beforehand and stuff around here?
Oh, I had blimmin' mould everywhere. Mainly in the roof. I had my landlord came in. I thought he fixed it, but he just painted over it. Oh, so yeah, mould, no heating. It was a pretty much an open plan living space. So showers right there. Next to the kitchen, by the toilet. Yeah, no, not good. Not good for my babies.
Oh man, what a big difference. Well, yeah, it's no good for the kids, is it?
No, not at all.
Alright fam, so here we are at the Hauora Hub here. Whānau Health and Fitness. Right on Broadway here, so you can't miss it. And this is the bro Jay's gym here. How long you been here for, brother?
This is the second year.
So this is the brother Luke here. Good to see you, my bro. Hey brother, so how long you been training here for, brother?
I've been here for about a month. I just moved back to Kaikohe. Took a job as a carpentry tutor up here after a few years of travelling and living away, but I grew up around here. Lived here for 10 years and now I'm back working. Got some of my students up here to train. Yeah, they love it.
Oh man, brother, man. So now I'm just here with my bro Johnny and my bro Kyle. What's going on, brothers? What's doing, my brother? Doing, lad?
Doing, my brother.
This is one of
Moerewa.
This is one of the boys from Sydney, one of the brothers. How long you been back here in New Zealand for now?
I've been back here since 2016, brother.
2016, eh? How's life, my bro?
Life's been really, really good since I've been back home. You know, coming back here has changed my life. Yeah, and I really, really appreciate, you know, you know, learning about home.
Po. One thing you notice a lot here in town, here in Kaikohe though, heaps of police here. Man, up and down the main street there. Yeah, so you've been back a couple of years now, is it, brother?
Yeah, since 2016.
2016, eh?
Yeah, brother.
What was it like for you, you know, when you got deported from Australia, bro? What was it initially like for you coming back home, brother?
At first, brother, you know, it was a big shock because I knew that, you know, the reality was I was never going to see my family again unless they crossed the ditch and came over here. But, you know, like, so that was a bit disappointing. But overall, you know, I thought about it, you know, hard, and I was like, man, if I hadn't have been deported, I would have ended up either dying on the streets or, you know, dying in jail. You know, I was institutionalized and the streets was all I knew, you know. So it was a blessing in disguise, you know. But now that I'm aware of all that stuff, you know, consciously, you know, I'm so grateful to be back home.
Well, what age were you when you left New Zealand?
I was 6 months old.
Oh, so you spent your whole life over in Australia, man.
36 years I was back there, brother.
36 years, eh?
Yes, 36 years, bro.
Yeah, nah, so it's good to see my Adelaide here, Johnny, doing well. I mean, I'm in a similar boat, you know. If I, like, looking back now, Like, you know, I struggled when I first came back here to New Zealand, but looking back now, I see like if I had stayed in Australia, yeah, I'd either be back in jail again or dead, you know, more than likely dead, to be honest. So that's, yeah, it's a vicious cycle, you know. So that's why, you know, when I see the boys coming back here from Australia and getting deported, it's like, you know, I always see opportunity in there, even though it's a struggle. There's always opportunity to turn the worst thing that's ever happened to you into the best, you know.
Joy comes from the one who first loved me. Never saw you ride the night.
All right, fam. Well, here we are at the beautiful Ngawha Springs. Me and the bro Johnny. So these are the healing waters of Ngawha Springs. Got my bro here. Hey, kia ora, my bro. Back again. Yeah, so that's us here, fams. So this is the beautiful Ngawha Springs. Got the boys here as well. On your boys. Cheers.
Much love.
Man, it's beautiful up in here. How's the water, brother?
Yeah, good, my brother.
How's the water, brother?
Healing.
Hot. Yeah, so these are springs from the springs. These are the springs the water that comes from springs, from the sulfur and all of that. So you know, it's saying that these waters have healing properties. So I definitely recommend to come here to Ngawha Springs if you're ever in the Northlands. But yeah, it's been an absolute blessing being able to come here to the far north. Big love to Jay Hippie for showing me around. The mayor, you know, he's obviously very well respected, and man, I really respect him, to come from the walk of life he's come from to doing the things he's doing now. Man, it's an inspiration for me as well. So yeah, big love to everyone in Kaikohe, Moerewa, Kawakawa, all the far north. And yeah, if you enjoyed the video, just give it a like and subscribe. God bless everyone. I love you all. Stay tuned for the next one.